Hello, my name is Bill. In this video I have Analog Magazine for 1994. January. Michael F. Flynn, Melodies of the Heart. Doug Larson, Charles L. Harness. Hayford Pierce. Special double issue. 13 issues and two of them are double issues. The cover is Broeck Stedman. February. Romantic Ideals, Jeffrey D. Koostra, G. David Nordley, Stephen L. Burns. The cover is Ron Fleming. March. Waterworld, Lee Goodloe and Jerry Oltian. Hayford Pierce, Rick Shelley. So we're lined up with the runway for the airport here, so get planes going over quite often. Cover Bob Eglinton. April. The Last Plague. Gregory Bennett. Jeffrey A. Landis. Robert M. Zubrin and Christopher P. McKay. That's probably a science fact article by Robert M. Zubrin. Cover Chris Moore. An article by Robert M. Zubrin is Terraforming Mars. No picture to go with it. Last page fell out. There's a Sherlock Holmes story in here. Jeffrey A. Landis, The Singular Habits of Wasp, wherein two well-known Victorian figures are linked by most singular circumstances. In the first paragraph. Of the many adventures in which I have participated with my friend Mr. Sherlock Holmes, none has been more singularly horrifying than the case of the Whitechapel killings, nor ever had I previously had cause to doubt the sanity of my friend. I need but close my eyes to see again the horror of that night. The awful sight of my friend, his arms red to the elbows, his knife still dripping gore, and to recall in every detail the gruesome horrors that followed. May. Wergild by P.J. Plogger. Gray Rollins. G. Harry Stein. So G. Harry Stein, a non-fiction article. Cover Gregory H. Crowther. The article by G. Harry Stein is The Rooster Crows at White Sands. Will there be a picture to go with it? This should mark the beginning of a new era, will it? Takeoff of the first flight of the Delta Clipper DCX at White Sands on 18th August 1993. June. Net Dazzle. Robert R. Chase. P.J. Plogger. Jeffrey A. Landis. Covers Todd Lockwood. Did I get the artist on this last one? George H. Crowther. July. Ben Bova. Sam's War. Buzz Aldrin returned to the moon. They still haven't returned to the moon yet. Cover George H. Crowther. Buzz Aldrin is what I was looking for. I forgot what I was looking for. Return to the Moon, Buzz Aldrin and Alida Jackson. Page 118. That looks like some variation of the space shuttle. It's been 24 years since I walked on the moon. I want someone to go back. That's what Buzz Aldrin said on 13th October 93. August. Starmine, Spider, and Jeannie Robinson. And there's Robert Zubrin and Charles L. Harness. Cover, Chris Moore. So Robert Zubrin's article is How to Find a Starship. No picture. Maybe messages aren't what we should be looking for. Think big. September. Hurricane. Bud Sparhawk. Spider and Jeannie Robinson. G. David Hordley. Spider and Jeannie Robinson it's a four-part story called Starmine. Cover, John Maggard. October. Starmine. Spider and Jeannie Robinson. Gray Rollins. Duncan Lunan. Cover, Chris Moore. November. The Height of Intrigue. Stephen Golden. Spider and Jeannie Robinson. Stephen L. Gillette, Ph.D. Cover, Chris Moore. So this is the conclusion of Starmine. Might some choices be such that no one can make them wisely until after they've been made? Let's go back to August issue. Starmine, page 12. Space travel and the Fireflies had opened up a whole world of new opportunities, which of course implies painful new dilemmas. Illustration, Alan M. Clark. And in September, page 112. Something big was clearly brewing aboard the Shimazu, but just what and how big was very hard to say. Illustration, Alan M. Clark. In October, part 3 of 4, page 12. It often seems that people are being pushed along by forces far beyond their control, but the ones they're aware of may be just the tip of the iceberg. Illustration, Alan M. Clark. And I already looked at part 4. December. Gray Rollins. G. David Nordley. Arlen Andrews. Mark S. Lesney, Ph.D. Cover, Wojciech Sudmark. Mid-December. Hobson's Choice, Robert J. Sawyer. Jeffrey Oltian. Charles L. Harness. I was reading some novels by Robert J. Sawyer a few years back. Canadian author. Cover, David Cherry. A shockingly unexpected discovery can easily launch a person on a new course of action that leads to still more shocks. Illustration, David Cherry. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one.